Here with Glidden-Ralston head coach Joey Walker after a 6-4 win over Audubon, moving on to the district semifinal game. Coach, your thoughts and feelings on how tonight's game went?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm really proud of the way these guys battled. Things weren't really going our way up until that sixth inning. They had a great approach at the plate all night. We're putting the ball in play, only struck out 5 times, but unfortunately, up until that sixth inning, we're hitting the ball right at people. But we had a little conversation before that sixth that, keep putting pressure on their defense, put the ball in play, and good things will happen. Then you saw in that sixth inning, we were able to put up 4 runs, got up 3 runs there, and with Colby, the way he was throwing on the mound, we were confident that 3 runs was going to be enough, and we were finally able to kind of put all 3 phases of the game together. Colby pitched great, we had great approaches at the plate, and we were pretty solid defensively.
Yeah, you mentioned Colby Wallace's night on the mound tonight. What can you kind of say about his pitching and all season long his pitching, how it's been?
Yeah, for sure. So my first year at Glidden-Ralston, I was an assistant coach when Colby and the rest of that senior class was in 8th grade. And I've been able to see how hard that class has worked, how much they've committed to baseball, and it's really starting to pay off for them. Guys like Colby, he had a difficult start to this season, had a couple rough starts where he walked a couple guys, but this second half of the year, I felt confident that no matter who we're playing, if Colby's on the mound, I know that we can compete with that game. I think he's thrown 2 or 3 complete games in the last couple weeks, and when you have a guy that can do that, go 7 innings and strike out 8 to 11 guys, he's going to put you in a great spot to win. And Colby did that for us, and he's done that for us for the last 5 years.
Throughout this postseason, what are some things you've kind of been telling your guys as we keep moving through the postseason?
Something I've told them all year, the last 4 years even, is if we make 90% of the routine plays and our pitchers throw strikes, then there's not a team on our schedule that we can't compete with and can't play with. And I think you saw that tonight. I think we did commit 2 errors, but other than that, pretty clean defensively. We've been clean defensively all year. This is the best defensive year that we've had since I've been here. Also the best offensive year. So, we had 13 hits tonight, made a lot of the routine plays, and they know if we continue to do that in the postseason, put all 3 phases of the game together, we'll compete with anyone.
Moving on to Coon Rapids Baird Tuesday, what are you going to kind of do to get ready for that one?
Yeah, for sure. So we've already seen them twice this year, and we've seen, I think, their 2 aces, Mason Culbertson and Cal Hayden. We've seen them both. So, we know what to expect with those 2. Obviously, you can know what to expect, and they're still really solid pitchers, and it's going to be tough to, get base runners. They don't give up free passes. They throw a lot of strikes, and their defense is very clean. But, having seen both those guys once before, I expect guys to have a good approach. Colin Sturm had a couple hits off Cal Hayden last week when Cal Hayden pitched it in Glidden. But yeah, the conversations would just be if we play like we did tonight, except clean it up even more on defense, then we'll be able to compete with teams like Coon Rapids.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
All right, I appreciate it.